Alberta's UCP government is preparing to use the notwithstanding clause on 3 transgender laws. Critics say it's an attack on human rights that will put youth at risk. But the province argues that such a move is necessary for the protection of school children. Mark Villani explains the issue and has more on the impact it could have here in Calgary.
Go ahead.
Milo Bernard is a transgender Calgarian focusing on providing community support for gender-affirming care. But he worries that the next generation is under attack.
Youth, just because they're under the age of 18, doesn't mean they're incapable of knowing what they need and knowing who they are.
Alberta's government is taking some issues with that claim, outlining a commitment to protect 3 transgender laws, which include restricting youth access to puberty blockers, requiring parental consent for name and pronoun changes at schools, and barring transgender girls and women from playing in female sports. In an internal memo leaked to media, the province says it's preparing to use the notwithstanding clause, which means that
even if this law contravenes some of the sections of the Charter, a court cannot strike it down.
In a statement, the province says Alberta's government will continue to vigorously protect the safety and well-being of children using all available legal and constitutional means, including the notwithstanding clause.
Oftentimes, school is the only safe place that these kids have to explore that stuff. To feel like their most authentic self, if you have to out them to their parents, basically, then that puts them in a potentially unsafe situation.
We're just people. We just want to live our lives.
LGBTQ groups like Calgary Pride say using such a piece of legislation would restrict inclusivity. Other advocates say it could increase systemic harm for youth and their families.
I think it's inevitable that suicide rates will go up. We're trying to get folks to choose love over shame.
I mean, I just think it's abhorrent, and it's an abuse of power on so many levels.
And for some transgender individuals, the issue is as personal as it gets.
This is a real thing that people need in order to live and thrive and be their most authentic selves.
And Mark joins us now. Mark, Alberta's opposition is also speaking out against the use of the notwithstanding clause.
Yeah, Tara, that's right. Alberta NDP leader Naheed Nenshi says the move would be an attack on human rights, warning that it strips away freedoms from people that Premier Danielle Smith doesn't like or disagrees with. Now, Smith did not provide comment today, but she's previously said the notwithstanding clause is a last resort tool, one that she's confident could withstand a charter challenge. Now, if the province does move ahead, Alberta would join Quebec, Ontario, and Saskatchewan in using the clause to protect controversial legislation. Cabinet is expected to consider this proposal on October 21st. Tara.
Thank you, Mark.